Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw. And of course, we're coming to you live tonight in Nashville, Tennessee. And of course, we are only 5 days away from Saturday Night Main Event, as we're going to take a look what does Nashville, Tennessee have to offer for tonight's Monday Night Raw before Saturday Night Main Event. Let's take a look. As we have a huge main event here tonight, as we got Battle of Monsters going on, as it will be Bronson Reed versus Rusev, as Bronson Reed is looking to get back on track after losing the Fatal 4-Way elimination match last week, as he will go one-on-one with Rusev, and that will take place in our main event later on tonight. Speaking of the Fatal 4-Way elimination match, of course, Roman Reigns and Damian Priest, of course, two participants from last week's Fatal 4-Way elimination match, will square off here tonight in one-on-one action, as Roman Reigns is looking to get warmed up for his upcoming World Heavyweight Championship match against Sami Zayn this Saturday at Saturday Night Main Event in a King and Queen of the Ring rematch. As can Roman send a preview to Sami Zayn, or could we see Sami Zayn get involved? We're going to find out, as Roman Reigns will take on Damian Priest on Raw later tonight. And since we are talking about Sami Zayn, he will be returning to Monday Night Raw for the first time since John Cena low-blowed him at Money in the Bank. As, of course, Sami's looking to address John Cena going into his title defense against him at SummerSlam and address his upcoming World Heavyweight title defense against Roman Reigns this Saturday at Saturday Night Main Event. As Sami Zayn will be returning to Monday Night Raw, and that will happen, as that will begin tonight's show in Nashville, Tennessee. As we're beginning Monday Night Raw tonight with Sami Zayn. As Sami Zayn, of course, he has a lot of priorities. Well, he has double priorities to focus on. And right now, one of them is taking place this Saturday, and he's going into Saturday Night Main Event, defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns, the same man who he beat at King and Queen of the Ring last month. Secondly, he is defending his World Heavyweight Championship against John Cena at SummerSlam. Of course, Cena defeated Styles in the number one contenders match at Money in the Bank. And of course, what does Sami have to say about both of his upcoming title defenses? We're going to have to find out. As you can tell, Nashville is very hot for Sami Zayn, as they're looking to see what kind of fight he's going to bring back. So rather than delay, let's see what Sami has to say to begin Raw. Where do we start with? Let's start off with the man I've already beaten last month at King and Queen of the Ring, and that is the OTC Roman Reigns. Roman, you think you could beat me when everyone knew that you didn't stand a chance against me last month at King and Queen of the Ring. But here we are. I now gotta face you once again at Saturday Night Main Event. And you know what? I will be watching your match with Damian Priest later tonight. And even with you trying to send a preview about what's to come this Saturday, it's still, the inevitable is not happening. Roman, you can try all you want, but you are not walking out a Saturday Night Main Event as World Heavyweight Champion. John Cena! Everybody! Because the man everyone's been talking about coming out of Money in the Bank when he low-blowed me, officially turning heel. And then last week he said he wants to ruin wrestling. Oh yeah? How are you gonna ruin wrestling, Cena? Because everyone wants to know how you're going to do it. Other than ruining every children's love by going through every children's favorite wrestler. Because they were more focused on me and relying on me and demanding for me to be the world champion more so than you getting back on top. The only time finals were on your side was when Roman tried to do the I'm going to ruin wrestling stick back in 2023. And that was at the time I was in the tag team division with Kevin Owens. All the way until we lost our tag team titles to the War Raiders at Payback last year. And what were you doing at that event last year? Oh, that's right. You were facing AJ Styles for the third time. Actually, for the third time. Because your first match took place on the War After Mania, the Draft Night one. Then it took place the week after you both lost the Gauntlet match for a WWE title match with Cody, who was champion at the time, at that Payback. And then that was the third match you and Styles had at that show. And you know what? I will make this clear, Cena. You can try coming up with a way to ruin wrestling, but I'm going to show you this Saturday, when I beat Roman Reigns once again, that this will be your fate come SummerSlam. You're not going to try and successfully complete your plan of wanting to ruin wrestling, because at the end of the day, I will fight back, I will not give up, and most importantly, I will be walking out of Cleveland still as your World Heavyweight Champion. So Sami Zayn, of course, is looking to make a promise that is looking to stop John Cena and his plan of wanting to ruin wrestling. I mean, could he do it? Or is Cena's plan going to be a success? And that will lead to Cena becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. We're going to have to find out as Sami Zayn will defend his World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns at Saturday Night Main Event this Saturday. And he will defend his World Heavyweight Championship if he retains against John Cena at SummerSlam on August 9th. And since we are speaking about SummerSlam, of course, later on tonight, Jey Uso is actually going to be issuing a SummerSlam challenge. Question is, who will be facing Jey Uso at the biggest party of the summer on August 9th? We're going to find out as Jey Uso will issue a big SummerSlam challenge later tonight here on Raw. But before we get to Jey's SummerSlam challenge, we have a lot of things to take care of before we get there. And of course, we're now getting ready for Cruiserweight action, as we have Cruiserweight Champion Akira Tozawa in action. And of course, it has been made official that he will be defending his Cruiserweight Championship against Javon Evans at SummerSlam. So that's a huge announcement there. Javon Evans has been going on weeks demanding for the Cruiserweight Championship match, and he's getting it at SummerSlam on August 9th. So of course, Akira's going to be in action. As is his opponent going to... Oh, who could it be? Who could it be? Oh, who is his name? It's Charlie Dempsey. As Charlie Dempsey is officially a part of Monday Night Raw. And of course, I believe this is his first Monday Night Raw match. As yep, Akira Tozawa is definitely not going to get the best out of him. Can he? Let's find out. As of course, Charlie Dempsey versus Akira Tozawa. Oh, not a good timing there. Charlie Dempsey, this is his first match on Monday Night Raw. And of course, Otis and Maxine Dupree are watching on. Good timing there. The coach Otis and Maxine Dupree needs to do something about this. Well, that was a horrible timing. Smart strategy there by Akira Tozawa. With Elsa. As Akira Tozawa trying to get cannot win. Charlie Dempsey gets back. Dempsey gets back in the ring. Well, you should have never messed with Charlie Dempsey, Akira Tozawa, because now he is a one-man wrecking ball, as he's now waiting on the middle rope. Charlie Dempsey is dominating so far. That's what could Charlie Dempsey think about doing as of right now. Well, that was a horrible timing, and this could capitalize for Akira Tozawa to get the best out of Charlie Dempsey. Reversal there by Charlie Dempsey. Charlie Dempsey dominating Akira Tozawa. Oh. What a Corona there by Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa's looking to get the best out of Charlie Dempsey. Especially considering he's getting geared up for his upcoming SummerSlam title defense against Javon Evans. We've also there by Charlie Dempsey. Uh-oh! This doesn't look good for Akira Tozawa. Kick to the face there by Tozawa. Or should I say he need him in the face. Oh, that might have busted Tozawa open big time. Uh-oh! This doesn't end well for Akira Tozawa's Charlie Dempsey. Looking to make Tozawa tap out. Tozawa stomps him into toes. Uh-oh, we thought we had Dragon Suplex in loading. Uh-oh, is he gonna try? Dragon Suplex connects. There we go. Kick out. Akira Tozawa and Charlie Dempsey gets back in the feet in the ring. Tozawa. Uh-oh. Charlie Dempsey. What could Charlie Dempsey? Oh, we've also done by Akira Tozawa. This does not look good for Charlie Dempsey. Oh, Akira was like, keep your knees to yourself. Uh-oh, he's going to try Dragon Suplex number 2. Will it be it? Let's find out. And Charlie Dempsey gets the win on his first night in WWE. And he gets the win here on Monday Night Raw tonight. Very good start to his Monday Night Raw run as he gets the victory here. As could in the next few months, could he be competing for the Cruiserweight Championship? Only time can tell. Nonetheless, good match here between him and Akira Tozawa as Even though Charlie DePense could be in line for a Cruiserweight Championship match, possibly after SummerSlam. Who knows? Only time can tell. Nonetheless, very good match between him and Akira Tozawa. As Charlie DePense stands tall with a victory over the Cruiserweight Champion Akira Tozawa in his Raw debut here tonight, as Charlie DePense wins a good match here. The next time we're going to be on Premier Live event on YouTube will be SummerSlam, as it will come to your way on August 9th on YouTube, as you do not want to miss the biggest party of the summer going down on August 9th, as SummerSlam comes your way on YouTube on August 9th. As we're back live here on Monday Night Raw, as we're getting ready for one-on-one action, as it's Roman Reigns versus Damian Priest. Of course, Roman Reigns is getting geared up for his World Heavyweight Championship match this Saturday at Saturday Night Main Event. And of course, Roman did win the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match last week to earn himself another shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, tonight he's getting warmed up as he takes on Damian Priest. As Damian Priest, of course, thinks he may have had a great performance in the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match, and he was probably the star of the match alongside Roman. But of course, he's out for payback. And of course, you can tell that Damian Priest is looking to do everything to get himself in the World Heavyweight title scene. I mean, yes, he may have been a part of various matches for that title, but I'm talking about winning the title. And of course, what is on Roman Reigns' mind? And of course, Roman winning the championship this Saturday could cause a ripple effect to the SummerSlam main event. And of course, as things stands, coming out of Money in the Bank, it is being confirmed that the main event at SummerSlam will be Sami Zayn and John Cena for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, but of course, it all depends if Sami retains this Saturday, because as we speak right now, Sami versus Cena at SummerSlam is in jeopardy, considering that Sami is defending his championship at Saturday Night Main Event this Saturday. Unless, wouldn't be surprised if we get something messy to the point Reigns is going to bully his way into Sami Zayn John Cena, just so the match can become a triple threat match. Well, I mean, we're going to have to wait and see. Nonetheless, he is focused on Damian Priest tonight, as Damian Priest, because he's been a part of big matches since breaking away from the Judgment Day. And of course, he was a part of #1 contender matches. And he was of course part of the King of the Ring tournament, but he has not been able to win one of those matches. The only match he won was his Money in the Bank qualifying match against Jey Uso a month ago, on Raw last month. That's pretty much shocking statistic right there for Damian Priest. Whereas Roman, because he's pretty much won, I would like to say he's won every match since arriving to Monday Night Raw. The only match he lost was the Battle Royal match. And as you can see, Damian Priest is here. As what is on Damian Priest's mind here? As of course, he's looking to try and get himself into being in discussion to compete for the World Heavyweight Championship pretty soon. But that's not going to be for the next couple of months, considering it all depends what goes down with Sami Zayn and John Cena at SummerSlam. As who we got here? Damian Priest or Roman Reigns? Let's get into this match here. As the crowd here in Nashville is chanting OTC. And the big fans are more on Roman's side compared to Damian Priest. It's Roman wasting no time on Damian Priest. Damian Priest moves out of the way. Because still to come here tonight, Julia will address her WWE return, her WWE debut on Raw last week. Of course, she is in the building. Jey Uso issues a SummerSlam challenge. And then of course the main event, Bronson versus Rusev. As of course, I will also tell you what's going on the next episode of SmackDown, as we got Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly, LA Knight versus Ethan Page. CM Punk responds to Seth Rollins' challenge for SummerSlam. Liv Morgan will be in action against Kairi Sane, and Randy Orton will take on Ricky Sane. Then for Saturday Night Main Event, right now we have Trick Williams versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Kiana James versus Selena Vega for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And then of course the main event, Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn Part 2 for the World's Heavyweight Championship. And of course that's a big one down there, as of course there's some matches still left to be confirmed for Saturday Night Main Event. As Reigns and Priest are locking up. Priest drives Roman away. Close line down by Damian Priest. Of course, what could be on the mindset of Damian Priest? Damian, of course, really wants that world title opportunity. But of course, he's been trying and he hasn't really gone at it. Of course, he may have had a good performance in the Money in the Bank ladder match at the Money in the Bank event, but he was not able to win the briefcase. As Reigns and Damian Priest going at it at ringside. Superman punch connects. As it doesn't look good for Damian Priest. What is Roman thinking about? We've also done by Damian Priest. Reigns and Priest are trading blows. I didn't even think it's going to be on the losing battle of this one. We're about to find out. As Reigns, they're now trading roll-ups. Here come. Spear connect. And here we go for the pin. Kick out. As Damian Priest is pretty much toying around with Roman Reigns here. Damian Priest going on top. You can tell Priest is out of range. Oh, Roman rolls out of harm's way. Oh, Reigns is pretty much tossing Damian Priest to the referee. Things are not going well for the OTC. And what could Roman Reigns be thinking about? As he throws Damian Priest to the ropes. As this does not look good for Damian Priest. Spear connects! Will this be the final nail in the coffin? We're gonna have to find out. Here we go. Roman Reigns gets the win over Damian Priest here tonight on Raw. Very good match here between both guys. As of course, could we be looking at Roman's win this Saturday, causing a ripple effect to the SummerSlam main event between Sami Zayn and John Cena? We're gonna have to find out. As of course, Roman pretty much has done enough to send to Sami Zayn a preview of what is to come this Saturday. As could we be on the cusp of Roman Reigns as the next World Heavyweight Champion? We're gonna have to wait and see come Saturday night main event. Good match here between him and Damian Priest on Raw tonight in Nashville, Tennessee. As of course, Sami's watching with his 2 eyes to see does Roman stand a chance like he didn't at King. Well, Reigns dominated most of the King and Queen of the Ring match, but will he become? But he didn't win the championship. Of course, could it be a different story come Saturday? As Roman Reigns, of course, gets the win in his warm-up match against Damian Priest here on Raw tonight, as the OTC stands tall with a victory over Damian Priest. Last week, I made my first appearance in the WWE, and of course, you know what was my mission? Stephanie Vaca wants to talk about going through Io Sky and Money in the Bank, and because she's looking for someone big to step up for her at SummerSlam, well, man, I was the answer right there. Stephanie Vaca, you want to claim that you are the face of this division? Well, man, that title will not be yours after August 9th. Because after August 9th, I'll be the one to take the title of face of this division, the face of the Raw Women's division, and your next Women's World Champion. And of course, you better be ready, Stephanie Vaca, because you are not walking out of Cleveland as the Women's World Champion. Because after August 9th, you're going to be you will be down either below the card in the Women's Intercontinental title scene, or you're going to be second fiddle to whoever I will be facing in my first title defense after SummerSlam. So Stephanie Vaca, of course, Gulia is making a promise that Stephanie Vaca does not have a chance of beating her on August 9th for the Women's World Championship. Could Gulia upset Stephanie Vaca and hand Stephanie her first loss, or will Stephanie get the best out of Gulia? We're going to have to find out on August 9th at SummerSlam when Gulia challenges for the Women's World Championship against Stephanie Vaca. As we're heading back to what's going on in the ring, as of course right now Jey Uso is stated to issue a SummerSlam challenge. And of course, Jey Uso is looking to get back on track after losing both his World Heavyweight Championship match against Sami Zayn and losing his Money in the Bank qualifying match to Damian Priest. And of course, Jey Uso has had hard times winning his first singles championship gold in WWE. Of course, he failed to become United States champion the last time he was on Raw prior to this year. Of course, it was in late 2023 when he feuded with Claudio Castagnoli for the United States champion at the 2K23 Survivor Series event when he came up short. Then he would challenge for the Intercontinental Championship when he was on SmackDown last year. But of course, he was able to take the title from Wade Barrett. Of course, multiple times, one-on-one match and a 6-way elimination match in SummerSlam. Then of course, he failed to become World Heavyweight Champion as he would lose to Sami Zayn at Clash of the Castle this year. Of course, last time Jey Uso was champion was when he was WWE Tag Team Champions with his cousin Jimmy Uso. And of course, they won it at Bad Blood and they lost it to DIY at WrestleMania this year. Without further delay, what does Jey have under his sleeve face SummerSlam Challenge. And who do you think Jay is getting at the biggest party of the summer? We're going to find out right now. It has been very hard times for me to finally win a singles championship in WWE. Let's go through the times I've competed for a singles championship, and in every twist and turn, I fail. Survivor Series in 2K23, I challenged Claudio Castagnoli for his United States Championship. I failed. At Payback in last year in 2K24, the match between me and Wade Barrett didn't happen. Then when we had a proper one-on-one match on SmackDown a few weeks later, I would end up losing. Then I would have another shot at the Intercontinental Championship in a 6-way elimination match, no less, at SummerSlam. And do you think I would become win my first singles championship here in WWE? Wrong, because I failed and LA Knight won the whole thing. Then afterwards, and after my failed attempts at getting my first singles championship win here in WWE, and then we reunited the Bloodline when Reigns needed backup to take on The Rock's Bloodline in Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Solo Sikoa at that time. So of course he needed backup to rally up against them. And then he got me and Jimmy to shake on a truce after what happened when Jimmy costed me the Tribal Combat match at Backlash in 2K23. And then of course we took down The Rock's Bloodline. Afterwards, me and my cousin Jimmy would sniff Tag Team Gold, as that brought us to Bad Blood when we challenged A-Town Down Under for the WWE Tag Team Championships, and we were able to take those titles away from A-Town Down Under. Then of course we would go through the division in guys like the OC and the Street Profits. And then all of a sudden, things fell apart when we lost the titles to DIY at WrestleMania. And then of course, the draft ended, we got sent to Monday Night Raw, where Jimmy was just nothing but a ragdoll for Roman Reigns, when Roman humiliated him in a Tribal Combat match, days before his world title match with Sami Zayn last month at King and Queen of the Ring. As for my quest to singles championship gold, it hasn't really gone well. And of course, I lost to Sami Zayn at Clash at the Castle last May. I lost my chance at qualifying for Money in the Bank last month. And now people are asking, where do I go from here? And the answer is, right here, right now, tonight in Nashville. And of course, with SummerSlam coming up in Cleveland in 4 weeks, and I am without a match. Right now, here tonight, I am proposing a challenge for anyone to face me at SummerSlam. So of course, Jey Uso is challenging someone for a match at SummerSlam, who will be stepping up to the challenge. So Jey obviously is waiting for a big... Oh my God! He's back! Logan Paul is back! Of course, we haven't seen Logan Paul since WrestleMania, where he beat AJ Styles, and now he's back. I would say interesting that Logan Paul is here on Monday Night Raw. As we're looking at Jey Uso versus Logan Paul at SummerSlam. I mean, many people are saying this is a huge downgrade for Jey Uso, who was in the semi-main event at Glasgow, Scotland in May against Sami Zayn, to now fighting Logan Paul at the biggest party of the summer. And WWE's third biggest pay-per-view of the year, third biggest PLE of the year. As Logan Paul is here on Raw tonight, let's see what Logan Paul has to say, directed to Jey Uso, about why is he accepting his challenge for SummerSlam. It is so real seeing Logan Paul and Jey Uso in the same ring together. Clothesline from hell! Logan Paul just hit a clothesline from hell on Jey Uso. As this is not good, a lucky strike. I will see you at SummerSlam. So Logan Paul is now facing Jey Uso at SummerSlam. And this is why he responded. Clothesline from hell and a lucky strike. And it seems as though Logan Paul and Jey Uso is now been confirmed for SummerSlam. Despicable action there from Logan Paul. I mean, we all know Logan Paul doesn't even care. As Logan Paul just took out Jay here on Raw tonight. Man, I think my voice is shot after what we saw from Logan Paul and Jey Uso, with Logan hitting clotheslines of hell and the Lucky Strike on Jey Uso officially answering his SummerSlam challenge. Anyways, moving on to our main event, as coming up next, it's main event time, as we have Battle of Monster style main event, as of course we have Bronson Reed going one-on-one with Rusev. Can Bronson Reed redeem himself after losing in the Fatal 4-Way elimination match last week, or will Rusev continue to be on a roll and build himself towards inevitably challenging for either the Intercontinental Championship or possibly the World Heavyweight Championship? We're going to find out as that main event takes place up next here on Raw.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by
As ladies and gentlemen, here's the rundown about what's going on Monday Night Raw next week. As of course, Motor City Machine Guns will be facing the Creed Brothers in a tag team #1 contenders match, where the winner will face Fraxium for the World Tag Team Championship at SummerSlam. Sami Zayn will meet John Cena face to face 3 weeks before their World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam. Of course, this could get changed depending if Roman wins this Saturday at Saturday Night Main Event. But of course, this is only if Sami was to retain. Nonetheless, Sami Zayn and John Cena will be in the same building next week here on Raw. And of course, also next week on Raw, we will have Solo Worker versus Ivy Nile, and so much more going down on next week's Monday Night Raw, the Raw post-Saturday Night Main Event, as so much is going to happen next week here on Raw. As it is now time for our main event here tonight, as it is going to be Bronson Reed versus Rusev. And of course, this is the first time these two are wrestling each other. And of course, Bronson Reed is looking to get back on track after losing the Fatal 4-Way elimination match last week here on Raw. And of course, he's going up against the man who of course couldn't get the job done in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and that is Rusev. And of course, we don't know if there's going to be any directions for both guys going into SummerSlam, as right now SummerSlam consists of, as of right now, Jacob Fatu versus Oba Femi for the United States Championship, Akira Tozawa versus Javon Evans for the Cruiserweight Championship, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins if CM Punk does say yes to the challenger on Friday Night SmackDown. Then of course, Fraxium versus either the Creed Brothers or Motor City Machine Guns, Celebrity Vodka versus Golia for the Women's World Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship, Logan Paul versus Jey Uso, which was announced moments ago, Jade Cargill versus Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's Championship, and then of course the World Heavyweight Championship match between Sami Zayn and John Cena. And of course, getting back to the main event, as our next, we've got Rusev. And of course, Rusev, because things didn't go well for him at Money in the Bank. I mean, we all thought he was going to be reaching towards World Championship competitor after just arriving on the scene. I mean, re-debuting a few weeks ago and taking down the OTC Roman Reigns in his first WWE match since 2K22's WrestleMania event. But of course, there's going to be big two beefy men going at this here in the main event here on Monday Night Raw tonight. And of course, Rusev could be looking to make his eyes clear that he wants either the Intercontinental Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. Anyways, who you got here? Bronson Reed or Rusev? Let's get into this match here. Match begins. Rusev, Bronson Reed. I don't know what's going on with the... with the Titans, with the graphics. Bronson Reed going for the pin. As Rusev, Bronson Reed now trading chain wrestling here on Raw tonight. Rusev kicks Bronson Reed in the gut. Uh-oh. Bronson Reed is so far getting the best out of Rusev here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Bronson Reed going for the pin. Kick out. Rusev going on top. Needs to make that call quickly. And he does! Bronson Reed invades. Rusev with the reversal there. As what could Rusev be thinking about here in the main event tonight? Rusev looking to try again, but this time he hits a slam dunk. But this time he's hoping for a slam dunk on Bronson Reed. And he gets a slam dunk! As Rusev punishing the hell out of Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed looking to stop Rusev from trying to get a count-out victory. Rusev unleashing some vicious attack. Uh-oh, headbutt there by Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed gonna try and go for the cover. Kick out. Before the referee got the count underway. Clothesline by Rusev. Onto Bronson Reed. Super kick connects. Uh-oh, accolade time. This could be where Bronson Reed could tap out. I mean, he's hanging. Uh-oh, he said no. What could Rusev be thinking about? Is he really going to try this? Uh-oh, what could he be thinking about? Suplex! As we all thought the ring was going to break, but it didn't. I mean, that goes to show you Rusev is no big man. Headbutt there by Rusev. Onto Bronson Reed. Another headbutt there by Rusev. Rusev going to the middle rope. Middle rope splash there by Rusev. Onto Bronson Reed. Uh-oh! There's another head roll for Bronson Reed as he's going to try again until Bronson Reed taps out to the accolade. Bronson Reed is trying to fight out of the accolade. And so far he's clinging on. Rusev's like, what am I going to do to put big Bronson Reed away after surviving 2 accolades? As Rusev, of course, playing some cat and mouse tactic to try and figure out how to make Bronson Reed finally tap out to the accolade. Because he's got more work to do. When it comes to getting Bronson Reed to tap out to the accolade. Rusev is showing off the crowd here. He better quit the taunting because Bronson Reed is back to his feet. And because this could be a time where Bronson Reed could capitalize and try to go for the win. Uh-oh, here we go. They're now trading blows. Well, that was a horrible timing there. Rusev is getting ready. This could be it! As we could be looking at accolades being it for Bronson Reed. Here we go. Will Rusev make Bronson Reed tap out? And he does, as Rusev scores the win over Bronson Reed here on Raw tonight. Because Rusev has now been undefeated, well, outside of Money in the Bank, he has of course been undefeated in one-on-one matches since returning to the WWE on Raw last month. And he gets the win in a very good main event against Bronson Reed. Because Rusev pretty much dominated majority. Because Bronson Reed dominated a minor of the match. Nonetheless, Rusev secures the victory here tonight in our main event. Very good match here as Rusev secures the victory. And of course, could we be looking at Rusev within the next couple of months, challenging for even the Intercontinental World Heavyweight Champion? Only time to tell. Nonetheless, he stands tall. Good night, everybody, as Rusev stands tall over Bronson Reed.